And I have good news for you. KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, has just made understanding your book sales and knowing how much you've been paid and all of that thing much easier. What if writing a book is not just a way to transform the lives of many people, but also a way to create financial freedom and leave a legacy? Wouldn't you want to find out just how to do that? Well, that's what this show is all about.
Hi, I'm Hennika Watkis, Porter, speaker, coach, author of Podcast Power, and the host of the Entrepreneurial You podcast, inviting you to listen to the Authorpreneur Secrets podcast, brought to you by C. Ruth Taylor, best-selling indie author and the Caribbean's most trusted voice on entrepreneurship. Tune in for inspiration, information, and innovation to write and win with books. Get ready to dominate entrepreneurship.
Greetings, entrepreneurs. Welcome to episode 60. Coming up in today's show is another Q&A, and I'm going to be answering a question that comes up often. Even as I'm recording it today, I was asked it. How do I check my book sales on Amazon? How do I know when I'm getting paid or how much money I have earned in book sales so far? And there are authors who are just trying to understand the Kindle Direct Publishing process. And especially when they are new, this is a question that I get often. If you remember in last week's episode with Reverend Chisholm, this was one of the questions that he raised. And I have good news for you. KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, has just made understanding your book sales and knowing how much you've been paid and all of that thing much easier with their KDP reporting system. They have revised it, and I'm just loving it because now you don't have to count the book sales and look at the bars. You can see everything at a glance, and I'm going to go through it a little bit and also share with you a resource to help you to win. In fact, it's a couple of resources, but before I get into that, let's have a word from our sponsor, BambuSparks.
Your book is the perfect spark to get the fire going in your personal life, career, business, or ministry. Light that book spark today with BambuSparks, a global independent publishing services and publishing education and training business for transformation. BambuSparks will take you from manuscript to market faster than you thought possible and even manage the process for you. Check out their three main offerings: the Self-Publishing Spark, the Rocket Writing Spark, and their BambuSparks done-for-you management deals for authors in the Caribbean and the diaspora. Discover how BambuSparks can help you to publish and leverage your book to grow 90 feet tall at BambuSparks.com, and that's bamboo with a U.
All right, so let's get into answering that question. How do I know how many books I've sold, how much money I've made on Amazon, and what about getting paid? I already did a podcast episode on how Caribbean authors can get paid from Amazon. And if you've forgotten that, that was about 3 weeks ago. Check out episode 57. But let's get into the reporting section. So when you sign up for your KDP account to publish your book, within that dashboard, you can consider your KDP account, your Kindle Direct Publishing account, like your little back office. So you have your bookshelf where you will see all your books, the ebook, the paperback, the hardcover, and you also have a section called reports. So you can click reports. You can also get to reports directly by typing in KDP reports.amazon.com. I'll put the link in the show notes. So when you click on reports, having logged into your Kindle Direct Publishing account, click on reports. Then you're going to see the dashboard. The first thing on the reports is orders, right? So even as I am doing the podcast, I'm going through it. So on the orders, it shows you how many books people have ordered, paid or free, and the totals are calculated there. So you can choose the date of when you want to check whether it is this month. In fact, it gives you the monthly report immediately. So like I'm checking in my report and immediately I see that 37 units were ordered this month. And it tells you below that which books those orders came from. So I'm seeing in my account that my top selling book there is The Rocket Writer. Well, it's actually a freebie, and I know over 300 persons have downloaded that book already, but I am seeing Designed to Win Roadmap, which is another freebie that's being downloaded. I'm seeing The Voice that persons bought that during this period. And When Trees Talk, that book from way in 2016, my first best-selling book, is still being sold. Then what you can do under this month, you can check the last 7 days when you click on that little almanac thing. You can check last year, the last 90 days, or the entire lifetime, meaning from when you first published on Amazon up to today. And so I clicked on lifetime and I'm clicking all the books, and I'm able to see how many books I've sold since I've been on Amazon. And I have 24 books on Amazon. I have a few that are in private programs. So all of them are not on Amazon, and you're able to see which country or which Amazon store. It tells you the store, amazon.com or amazon.ca, which of the Amazon stores of the 16 countries that they sell in, where your buyers are coming from. So you can check the marketplace, you can check the format, you can check the pricing. Just go in there and click on that and you will see that. If you are enrolled in Kindle Unlimited, then you can check page reads and see how many pages are being read. They have a feature that's new called Month to Date. Again, that breaks down the number of books that have been sold in the month, pages read. Then under that, you can check your promotions. When was the last time you ran a promotion? Now, if you're part of Kindle Select, where you restrict your ebook to Amazon for 90 days, you can run a price promotion where you can reduce your book to 0.99, or you can stagger the price over 7 days, and you can use that to get book reviews. Or if you are doing book promotions on other sites, you know that you have to reduce the price. So if you get a BookBug deal or you're on another site to promote your ebook, you can run price promotions. It can help you with your bestseller status as well. And so it tells me when was the last time I ran a promotion. All right. Then there's also a pre-order. So if you're doing pre-orders, it also tells me which books I've put on pre-order and how many books were sold during the pre-order period. Then you have the tools now. You have the royalties estimator. So you can use that to check out your royalties. And then you have statements, right? Where you can check prior month's royalties. This is where you get paid. Now, depending on how you set up your account, right? You are going to get paid via check once you have sold enough books and earned $100 in royalties. Then they will send you a check. But if you just join, you have to wait 60 days after before you will see funds being sent to your account. So if you joined in January, paid in March. And this is what sometimes confuses new authors, because they think they're going to get paid immediately. If you have a US account, a Canadian account, or some account where the money can be sent to you directly, and go back to listen to episode 57 where I break that down, then you still have to wait the first 60 days. And then after that, you're going to get paid month by month a share of the book sales. You know, for ebooks, you're going to, if it's priced between $2.99 and $9.99, then you're going to get 70% of that. For print books, you know that it's going to be 60% minus the cost price, because Amazon takes 40% minus the cost price for that. And so you can see your royalties there, how much you've earned. That's the term, royalties, how much you've earned from the books that are sold. So I am seeing there for the month of June, but you can check it if you want to go all the way back. Whatever years you were in, you can check date and years and see how much you've been paid. And to the right of the reporting system, there's a download your report feature. So you can download that. So that's prior month's royalties, and you can see payments. So you can see the last period when you were paid, which marketplace you were used. So I have an overseas account that is connected to my Payoneer, and that is what I've connected to my KDP account to get paid. So I get paid. Amazon sends my royalties to Payoneer. That's it. Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing has made it fast and efficient. So now you know how to understand what is happening, read your books on Amazon and get all the reports that you need. All right. So I trust that you find that very helpful. Go in and just explore it. So I wanted to address that first. But now let me get into the exciting resources to help you to win. Now, when we talk about resources to help you to win, I want you to learn to take charge of your publishing. I want you to learn how to leverage books for maximum impact and income. And so I'm going to share different services, different providers, different tools. I'm going to share what is happening in the industry to help you to do that, and to do that without breaking the bank. So we're not having an interview today, but I want to tell you about a conference that is coming up. It is the Self-Publishing Conference in London, the Self-Publishing Show Live. And the Self-Publishing Formula was created by Mark Dawson, and the Self-Publishing Show is hosted by Mark Dawson and James Blatch. They have a podcast called the Self-Publishing Show, and you can check them out on YouTube, and you can check them out on regular podcasts. So you want to listen to that. They interview indie authors, they interview traditionally published authors, they focus on fiction and non-fiction, and it's primarily an interview-based show, and it's a good resource. So in the same way you have Joanna Penn with the Creative Pen podcast, this is another podcast that is helpful. So it's a self-publishing show. There's also a community built around it, the Self-Publishing Formula, that is on Facebook. They also have a university that you can sign up for courses, and they have leading designers that teach you a lot of stuff. Mark Dawson also has an Ads for Authors course that you can sign up for if you want to run ads and learn how to sell more books on Amazon. And so he is a 7-figure author. He was traditionally published first, and then he became an indie. So it's all about self-publishing and what is happening. The Self-Publishing Show Live 2022 is set to be the biggest indie author conference in Europe, with hundreds of fellow authors and some of the biggest publishing brands in attendance. It will be an exciting event for independent authors, with some of the leaders in the industry like Joanna Penn, and is sponsored by Amazon. Now, if you cannot attend in person, they are offering a digital ticket. So they're going to be hiring a professional film crew to record and edit. A week after the show, you can watch the conference. I'm going to put a link in the show notes where you can get your digital ticket for $25. And if you wait, it's going to be $40 after. So I believe this is going to be excellent to just catch up on what is happening and to gain further mastery of self-publishing. So even though we're in the Caribbean, the leaders of the industry are going to be there, going to be representatives from Draft to Digital, BookBub, Vellum, Publish Drive, Kobo, Writing Life, Google Play, Readsy. All of the leaders in the industry are going to be represented there. And so it's good, even if we cannot attend in person, to get your digital tickets so we can watch the conference after. And so check the link in the show notes for that. So the Self-Publishing Formula Community, SPA for short, has over 20,000 authors. And this is often where you can go to get your questions answered, sometimes get your book cover tested, because like I said, there are traditional authors there. There are self-publishing indie authors there, and it's just a good community. Now, when you post stuff there for feedback, you need to have a thick skin because they're going to tell it like it is. And so if you want an advanced knowledge of the industry, then join the Self-Publishing Formula community on Facebook to get your questions answered and just to know what is happening in the industry. Now, a word of warning to Caribbean authors: they're not so much in favor of the way how we do publishing, which is to pay people to publish. But I will talk about that on another episode because it's a pet peeve of mine, because I know when I encourage persons to learn the process, that many of the Caribbean authors that I work with, they don't want to learn the process. They want to pay somebody to do it for them. And also they prefer a one-stop shop versus paying a cover designer over here, paying a formatter over here. And there are persons who, though they know how to do something, don't want to do it. And some people just don't want to take the time to learn. And I know there are vanity presses and scams out there. So when you go in the group, you're going to find that once you mention pay to publish, they're going to come down on you and tell you you should never pay to publish. But yet the members, including the leaders, are constantly paying for their own cover designers and paying for editing, which are all the things that the self-publishing services providers provide for us in the Caribbean that we call AKA publishers. So you want to be aware of that, and you want to have a thick skin, because when you ask for feedback, they're going to tell it like it is. So over 25,000 members there at now. I am in there, and you don't go there to sell books. You go there for support on the journey, and you don't go there to self-promote. So a word of warning. And also you can join our own indie Authorpreneurs Facebook group, where you can post your questions, get your questions answered, and find out what's the latest, what's happening in the publishing industry. I share those updates. I share my personal updates. You are free to share where you are on your journey. If you just published a book, you can promote that and just find out what is happening in the industry. And also we cheer you on the journey. And of course, that is also where I host the Caribbean Authorpreneur Summit each year in terms of the live sessions. So I trust that you will find these resources useful. Look for a link in the show notes. So that's it for today's podcast. Remember to share it with a friend as we seek to make the Caribbean the home of independent publishing and teach you how to leverage books for greater impact and income, how you can leave a lasting legacy, and how you can take charge of your publishing. Take charge of your publishing, go pen it to win it, and dominate authorpreneurship. Ta for now, until next time.
I'm Tamara Francis, educator and editor. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share the podcast with your network. If you'd like to increase your impact and income with books, visit AuthorpreneurSecret.com for more resources, including the books Pen It to Win It and Authorpreneur Secrets. Join the Authorpreneur Secret Academy membership group for courses, coaching, and community support to write, publish, and win with books. Until next time, go pen it to win it.